A new memorial in Biddeford, Maine, outside of Portland, at the site of a deadly shooting by an immigration officer Monday morning. The Department of Homeland Security says officers were, quote, conducting targeted surveillance of a home when they saw a car start to leave. In a statement, DHS wrote, quote, fearing for public safety, an officer discharged his weapon, hitting the driver. The man killed was identified by the Colombian embassy as 26-year-old Juan Sebastian Guerrero, a national of Colombia. The Maine Immigrants' Rights Coalition says he was authorized to work in the country and leaves behind a wife and a young daughter. His killing has sparked protests in Maine and condemnation from many state and local leaders.
We can't have people killing people in our country like this.
In the aftermath, both of Maine's senators called on the Trump administration to halt most vehicle stops by federal immigration officers. Independent Senator Angus King says he heard Tuesday afternoon that this would happen.
Which to me is an admission that this activity is dangerous.
DHS did not confirm the policy change, which was reported by the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, and other news outlets. But DHS said it is, quote, always evaluating our procedures to keep our officers safe and criminals off the street. This Maine shooting came just 6 days after another shooting in Houston, where a federal officer shot 52-year-old Lorenzo Salgado Araujo, a Mexican national, during a traffic stop. In a statement, DHS accused Araujo of attempting to evade arrest, saying he, quote, rammed an ICE vehicle. DHS says the officer fired his weapon in, quote, self-defense. But witnesses and family members have disputed this account, and ICE has presented no evidence to support its statement. This shooting also igniting protests, with members of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus announcing a field hearing on the shooting in Houston next Friday. According to the Associated Press, ICE enforcement has led to at least 9 deaths since President Trump started his immigration crackdown. That includes the January killing of 2 American citizens in Minneapolis in separate shootings by federal officers.
Now, the federal officers in both the Texas and Maine shootings were not wearing body cameras. That's despite Congress granting $20 million for the deployment of these cameras back in April. DHS says they've already issued body cameras to more than half of the field offices and plan to get them to the rest within the next 60 days. In Washington, I'm Koslof for Spectrum News.